All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we are backstage at Demolition Fight Series. I'm here with a man that was talked about quite a lot this weekend, the official Hex Bantamweight champion, Sean Gauci. Mate, welcome.
Thanks for having me, mate. It's a bit of a weird setting, but thanks for having me.
Well, I just saw you, and I was like, mate, I can't let him go, because apparently I did ignore you last night at the event.
Yeah. He gave me the old cold shoulder.
I was expecting if you were going to be at the event, because I heard you were at the event, I thought you'd be like cage side, you know, ready to do a face-off.
Yeah, well, there was a bit of a mix-up with Hex, and I don't know, maybe they gave me the wrong ticket. I'm not too sure, but I was in the general admission, so.
Really?
Yeah, come on, Jake. You did me dirty there, but that's all right.
Well,
I still got to watch the fight. It was a good fight. Yeah.
Well, I mean, you can't have too many thoughts. It was quite a quick bout. But what's your thoughts on Rajaship in general, and then of course Cody Haddon and the bout that you saw at Hex Fight Series 27?
My opinion on Raja, I have a lot of respect for Raja. He's done so much for the sport, you know, and he's so dangerous, man. Like, that guy is a dangerous fight for anyone. And yeah, it was a great performance by Cody. I think at the start he was his composure didn't look like he had too much composure, but he got a hold of himself, and that knee. I mean, it must have been a really hard knee, because Raja was down for quite a while. So good on him. He did well.
Now, everyone's talking, because he picked up the interim bantamweight championship. We did have Jacob Watts at the press conference say that you potentially will be dropping down to flyweight to challenge for the Hex flyweight championship. Is that true?
There were talks of me going down to flyweight, and just because that was my first weight class that I started off in, but we'll see what's next. Cody fought really well last night, and that's a fight I was calling for in February. You know, people have short-term memories, but I was going to fight Cody in February, and you know, unfortunately he got injured. But that was a fight that I actually called for, and just because I had to take a little bit of a step back for a second because of some personal reasons, doesn't mean I don't want that fight. So that's definitely one that's on the cards.
And I wouldn't be doing my job if I didn't ask. What are those personal reasons?
Just a few lifestyle changes and some health stuff that I just, you know, I just got to keep getting on top of and keep working towards. But yeah, I don't want to go into it too much, but
obviously affected your fighting, right?
Yeah, it affected my fighting, yeah. And but we're in a good position right now, and last night was an impressive performance, so let's do it.
Is the health stuff behind you now, or is it just like you got to live with it sort of stuff?
Look, everyone's got their stuff. That's all I'm going to say, yeah.
And I think it's more because people are interested in your career, because at times, you know, when your name is synonymous with the Steve Erceg fight and whatnot, and then, of course, you kind of disappeared from people's sort of minds, and now you're at the forefront again. I think we're just kind of wondering, are you here to stay in mixed martial arts?
Yes, I'm here to stay in mixed martial arts. I want to. It's funny you mentioned the Steve fight. Just watching his fight, he fought so well, and I think even Cody said it last night about how that made him feel, you know, because I think Cody mentioned that fighting Steve, sparring with Steve and fighting him, and Steve doing so well was an uplifting for him. And to me as well, it was uplifting for me. I was like, wow, you know, like, I'm one step away. You know, on a good day, I'm UFC level 100%, and I know that, and I've just got to go for it.
Do you feel like you're far away from the UFC?
No, I don't think I'm far away at all. I think one or two good wins over good caliber guys like Cody and, you know, another good opponent, I think I'm right in there.
Can you get there? Does the weight matter? Do they ask you bantam or flies, or does that have anything to do with it?
Yeah, there was a bit of back and forth. I'm not really sure how much communication there was, but I heard from someone that kind of manages my fights that they were more interested in me at flyweight. So that was where my mindset was at, going down to potentially challenge for the vacant Hex flyweight belt. So
you're not going to challenge for the flyweight belt? It's going to be a bantam against Cody in November?
That's what it's looking like, yeah.
Nice, all right, mate. Well, first of all, finally, how does the fight go with you and Cody Haddon?
I think it's just going to be a chaos, and we both have good boxing, we both have good wrestling. I think that fight is going to be who can impose their will the most, and who's going to be able to stick to the game plan for the 25 minutes. You know, if it doesn't finish early, then it's going to be 25 minutes of who's the most disciplined fighter and who can stick to the game plan.
And before I let you go, you still got a new team, new up there training with David Martinez and everyone there. How's that going?
Yeah, that's good. It's actually been really refreshing and really good to get like kind of a new perspective on martial arts. I've always trained in dominance. I love dominance. Dominance is my home.
Well, you're here supporting them now, aren't you?
Yeah, here supporting them now, and yeah, that'll always be my home. But it's been really nice just having Ryan Dunstan looking over me and giving me a different perspective on what else I can improve on. Because sometimes when you're in one place for so long, you can just go through the motions a little bit. So right now, I'm just a student of the game. I'm not a coach, whereas at dominance I was coaching as well. So I wasn't able to really train actually that as much as I would have liked. Now I'm just a student of the game, and it's going really, really well. I'm happy with it.
So it's confirmed you will take on Cody Haddon for the official Bantamweight Championship at Hex in November.
Yeah, we're sorting it out, so.
Love it, mate. Thank you so much. Thank you for letting me annoy you.
No worries, mate. Thanks for having me.